Today, we are breaking down a huge update to Japan's immigration rules. It's like when your phone gets a big software update. Everything looks a bit different and works a new way. If you feel like things are getting stricter, you are right. This is new info as of December 2025, and it affects every foreigner planning a future here. Hello guys, this is Alan. Welcome back to Gaijin World. If you have lived here a long time, especially if you already have your permanent resident visa, your PR, please listen closely. This is not just a small change in paperwork. It is a big shift in how Japan decides who gets to stay forever and who gets to become a citizen. What we talk about today could really change your plans for the future. We will explain this in three simple parts. First, we'll look at the mistake the government found in their own system. Second, the fix, which is this new 10-year rule everyone is talking about. And third, the trap, specifically for people who might want to keep two passports. So, first, let's look at the basic rules. The government realized there was a bug. Right now, on paper, you can apply to become a Japanese citizen after living here for just 5 years. But to get permanent residency, which is usually a step lower, it takes 10 years. Does that seem right to you? They call this an inversion or a mix-up. Becoming a full citizen is the biggest prize, so it should be the hardest thing to get, right? But right now, it is actually faster to get a Japanese passport than it is to get a permanent resident card. The government thinks this is backwards and needs fixing. Why should the top prize be easier to win than the second prize? That is the glitch they are patching. They are not waiting to pass new laws in the government because that takes years. Instead, they are just changing how they read and use the current rules immediately. It's like a software update that happens overnight. And listen, this isn't just about boring paperwork, it's about what people think. A recent survey shows that 64% of Japanese people feel the rules have been too soft on foreigners. The government feels this pressure, so they need to show everyone that they are being stricter and more careful. So here is the silent change. The law says you need a stable life to be a citizen. But what does stable really mean? The government is now asking, if you have not been here for 10 years, the same time needed for permanent residency, how can you prove your life here is truly stable? This is the new standard they are using. If you apply with only 5, 6, or 7 years of living here, they might automatically think you are unstable. They are raising the bar for citizenship to match the 10-year rule of permanent residency. It's a quiet change, but a very big one. So before you even think about applying, we need to check your profile. Think of your application like a computer program or an app. We need to run a diagnostic scan to see if it will work with the new rules or if it will crash and fail. Let's start the checkup. Check 1. Presence. Look at your history. Did you ever leave Japan for a long vacation or trip more than 3 months at one time? If yes, I have bad news. That trip likely hit the reset button on your time count. You might be back to zero. It does not matter if you lived here for 4 years before that trip. If you break the continuous stay, you often have to start counting from the beginning. Immigration checks your entry and exit stamps very carefully. You basically need to live here for about 80% of the year, every single year. Check 2. Money. Being stable means having enough funds. Lawyers say the unwritten rule is 3 million yen. You generally need about 3 million yen in savings or assets. This proves you are not struggling to pay your bills and have a safety net. And remember, it is not just about a high salary. It is about being consistent. A steady job with regular pay is often better than a high-paying freelance job where your income goes up and down a lot. They want to know you won't need help from the government if you get sick. Check 3. The hard stuff. This is where most people fail. Did you miss any tax payments? Did you forget your pension? That is an automatic fail. It does not matter if it was a mistake. If there is a gap in payments, your application will be rejected immediately. You need a perfect payment record for at least the last 2 to 3 years before you apply. If you find a mistake from last year, fix it now, pay it, and then wait. You have to wait for that bad record to be old news before you try to apply again. Now, a special warning for my Filipino viewers and anyone who can have 2 citizenships. You need to know about the Article 11 trap. This is a very serious rule. Japan does not allow you to be a citizen of 2 countries at the same time. Here is the danger. Imagine you become Japanese. You give up your Philippine citizenship, but later you think maybe I can get my Philippine passport back and just keep it secret. If you do that, if you voluntarily get your old citizenship back, Article 11 kicks in instantly. Poof, just like that, you lose your Japanese citizenship the moment you get your old one back. It is automatic. It's like deleting your file. And do not think you can hide it. We live in a digital world where data is shared everywhere. Governments share tax and identity info now. The Japanese government will find out eventually. The days of keeping a secret second passport in your pocket are over. You cannot play on both teams anymore. You have to choose one. Okay, so you passed the checkup. You are ready to go. Now get ready for the hard work. We call it paperwork mountain. You have to gather a lot of documents from two places, from right here in Japan and from back home in the Philippines. From Japan, you need the standard stuff. Your Juminhyo, which is your residence record, proof that you are employed, and your tax certificates. And remember to print out your pension records from the internet. They want to see that you paid every single month without fail. From home, it is a bit harder. You need your birth certificate, your parents' marriage certificate, maybe your siblings' records too. And every document needs that special apostille seal. It's a gold sticker that makes it official abroad, and a perfect translation into Japanese. So why do all this work? Because becoming a citizen changes your status completely. It is not just a visa that lasts forever. You get the right to vote, you get a family registry in Japan, and best of all, you can never be deported. And don't forget, you get one of the strongest passports in the world. But it is more than just travel, it is about security. No matter what happens, a bad economy, sickness, or new laws, you belong here. You are part of Team Japan. But there is a cost. The sacrifice is real. You must legally give up your original nationality forever. You lose your legal ties to your home country. You might even have to change your name to something using Japanese characters like kanji or katakana. It is an emotional choice. You are closing one chapter of your life to open a new one. It is not for everyone, but for those who want to build a permanent family here in Japan, it is the only way to be 100% secure forever. If the emotional part doesn't convince you, maybe the money will. The government plans to increase the application fees a lot. We are talking about fees jumping from around 10,000 yen to maybe 300,000 yen. That is a huge difference. Applying now could save you serious money. So here is your plan. Step 1, check your records tonight. Log into Nenkin.net. Go to your city hall. Find your own mistakes before the immigration officer finds them. Step 2, check your money. Put your savings into one main account so the balance looks good. Print your bank statements. If you have bad debt, try to pay it off. You need to show them you are a financial asset to Japan, not a problem. Step 3, clean up the mess. If you have unpaid traffic tickets, pay them today. If you missed a pension payment 3 years ago, pay it now. Clean your record. Remember, they are looking for a reason to say no. Don't give them one. And a big tip, apply as a family. It makes the paperwork easier because you can share the same financial proof. Plus, it secures a consistent status for your children, which is so important for their school and their future here. Once you submit everything, get ready to wait. The process takes 10 to 12 months. Around month 4 or 6, you will have an interview. During this time, they might visit your house or talk to your neighbors. The interview is the final test. It will be in Japanese. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to understand the questions and answer naturally. They are testing your honesty more than your grammar. Dress nicely, be humble, and simply tell the truth. You also need to handwrite a letter. This is your chance to say why. Don't just say Japan is convenient. Talk about wanting to help society, loving your community, and wanting to protect this country as your home. While you wait for the result, stay out of trouble. No speeding tickets, no loud parties. They are still watching. Good behavior is required right up until the moment you hold that passport in your hand. Then, one day, the letter arrives. You go to the office. You give back your residence card, that card that has controlled your life for years. And in that moment, the clock stops ticking. You are no longer a resident. You are Japanese. From there, it is a victory lap. You make your family registry, you get your Japanese passport, you update your bank and license. Your life resets, but this time with the full support and protection of the country. You join Team Japan officially. It is a long road and the rules are getting harder, but the goal is security. It is about knowing that this is your home and no one can ever take that away from you. So stop waiting. The rules won't get easier. Choose your path, Team PR or Team Japan, and commit to it. Start your plan today, get your records, save your money, and get ready to climb the mountain. You can do this.